These are all fairly young lambs, and obviously 2 alpacas now are in the field with them. They've got a protective instinct. What happens is that the alpacas, if they sense that these ewes were in distress and were bleating and something was happening to the lambs, they just run over. And you can see they're much bigger than a sheep. So a fox seeing an alpaca running over, that would be enough just to frighten them off. In a bad year, we could lose anything up to 40 or even 50 lambs to foxes. We've put them in with, particularly ewes if they've got 2 lambs, because they're the most vulnerable. It's always so difficult to quantify accurately, but we are convinced that they do have a positive impact. Even though they're animals that are indigenous to South America, the sheep seem to be totally comfortable with the alpacas. They almost sense that they're there to protect them. I think the white one is the dominant one. When they're eating, he always seems to have preference. He eats, and then the other one is watching very often. And then when the white one's had enough, he lets the other one eat. I can't remember what the long names are. I just call them Bill and Ben, and I got so used to calling them Bill and Ben that I've forgotten what the proper names are. They look cuddly, but they're not cuddly. You know, they're happy with me standing here. But if I was standing a lot nearer to them, then it would become uneasy. Shearing, I think, shearing is the biggest challenge. Shearing is a thing we put off every year because, you know, they're not easy to shear. But they're remarkably perceptive. They're watching all the time. They know, very aware of everything that's going on around. And if they weren't here, yeah, we would miss them. And I know one thing, the groups that come here would certainly miss them.